Welcome to Alpha Lifestyle Center of Birmingham, and thank you for letting us play a role in your commitment to a healthier nicotine-free lifestyle. Alpha Lifestyle Center was established in Windsor, Ontario in 1986. We have decades of laser therapy experience in the areas of nicotine addiction and weight control for individuals seeking an alternative to traditional methods. Alpha Lifestyle Center of Birmingham opened its doors in 2006, offering the same unique laser programs with an even more comprehensive approach. Alpha Lifestyle Center of Birmingham now also serves as the U.S. headquarters for this growing business. Don't be overwhelmed. The important information from this presentation will be provided to you on a take-home sheet, and your technician will be happy to answer any questions. This is a big deal. Don't allow feelings of anxiety or doubt concern you. They are perfectly normal. Alpha Lifestyle Center offers a comprehensive approach to combating nicotine addiction. Laser therapy relieves physical withdrawal symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, short temper, lack of focus, and depressed mood. Behavior modification techniques are taught to help you cope with the psychological withdrawal symptoms. Here we'll address the thoughts and triggers that are associated with your habit. Finally, we will provide important detoxification and supplementation instructions. Your technician will sanitize the laser and your protective goggles just before your treatment. The technician will also lightly swab your ears with alcohol to remove oils, lotions, hair products, or other surface substances. Laser therapy is completely painless. It is not a heated or surgical laser and cannot burn you. It is simply a very concentrated form of light energy. You will also be asked to hold a small metal instrument in your hand, which simply allows the control unit to provide feedback about the accuracy of the laser placement. We are going to stimulate traditional acupuncture points on the ears, face, hands, and wrists. You will only feel the gentle pressure of the laser probe against your skin. To understand how laser works, let's review how nicotine works in the body. When nicotine enters the body and attaches to nicotinic receptors in the brain, it signals the release of feel-good neurochemicals called endorphins, causing a sense of calm. But this also shuts down the brain's natural endorphin production. In most cases with continued nicotine use, the receptors multiply, requiring more nicotine to achieve the same feeling. This generally results in a state of dependency. You will begin depending on it to function or to feel normal, because in the absence of nicotine, receptors become agitated, causing cravings. This is nicotine addiction. With a prolonged absence, as with quitting, this agitation is intensified, which triggers the nicotine withdrawal period. Nicotine withdrawal resumes until the agitated receptors wear out, at which time the brain resumes the natural release of endorphins once again. Laser stimulation on traditional acupuncture points causes an alternate surge of endorphins similar to nicotine to keep you comfortable until your brain releases endorphins again naturally, helping to minimize and maybe even eliminate uncomfortable withdrawal symptoms. Laser also targets specific body systems to remove energy blockages, so accelerated healing and detoxification can occur. In order to achieve freedom from nicotine addiction, you have to go from A to B one time. Just once. There are no shortcuts. And if you get real close and cave to a thought or craving to get through a weak moment, you start all over again, and any discomfort that you've experienced will have to be repeated. There is no such thing as just one. Any nicotine at all sabotages your effort and resets the withdrawal period, making quitting even more challenging than it already is. Whether you have tried quitting 100 times, or if this is your first time quitting, you're in good hands. There is no other approach to nicotine addiction quite like Alpha Lifestyle Center. Not your first rodeo? Embrace your trials, learn from the past, and celebrate your commitment to being here today. If you have never quit before, stay the course and follow our recommendations. We believe we have the best approach to quitting for any level of experience. Think back to your first cigarette. It probably wasn't enjoyable at all. Remember coughing, the horrible taste, and feeling sick? Usually, our brains have a delicate feedback mechanism to prevent us from repeating unpleasant behaviors. But when you feed your brain a drug, that mechanism fails entirely. This is because nicotine addiction is chemical. It is not logical. Addiction is a chronic disease that changes brain structure and function. Just as cardiovascular disease damages the heart, addiction hijacks the brain. This is not simply a matter of willpower. Yes, perseverance is necessary, but willpower alone against nicotine addiction is not a fair fight. Nicotine is considered the most powerful addiction. You may not think of it as such when you consider the nausea, vomiting, sweating, hallucinations, and pain suffered during withdrawal from other drugs, but experts agree that breaking the dependency on nicotine is more challenging. Nicotine is legal. It's available. It's even comparatively affordable and acceptable. The effects of nicotine are immediate, and individuals can function on nicotine, even in high doses. This is not the case with other addictive substances. Nicotine is different, and it is powerfully manipulative. In a perfect world, quitting would result in an immediate sense of reward. But with addiction, withdrawal symptoms override the reward system initially, often leading to relapse. This is another system failure. Trust this program. It is designed to help you override this system failure. We offer this same laser program for individuals dependent on nicotine replacement therapies, including gum, patches, inhalers, and lozenges, as well as other nicotine delivery systems like cigars, chewing tobacco, e-cigarettes, snus, and hookah. Our program helps individuals combat nicotine addiction, regardless of the form of nicotine. Doctors prescribe pharmaceuticals to help people quit smoking, and while rare, all drugs have the potential to cause undesirable and intolerable side effects, and come with their own risk of dependency. There is a place for these drugs, and they can be effective, but they're not for everybody. What's great about Alpha Lifestyle Center is that it's a drugless therapy. There are no secondary dependencies and no known side effects. Usually just one treatment is required. Laser stimulation signals an endorphin release which compensates for the declining nicotine levels. These endorphins build over the next 12 to 24 hours, reach a peak, and then slowly dissipate over the following weeks. This allows plenty of time for the brain to resume producing endorphins again naturally, signaling the end of the uncomfortable withdrawal period. Included in your session today is a free booster. This is a modified laser treatment available to help you overcome uncomfortable feelings or unmanageable cravings should you experience them. A booster is free of charge within 8 weeks of your appointment, provided that you have remained nicotine-free. A booster will not be effective if you have used nicotine. Boosters are available after 8 weeks for a small fee. Leave your ego out of this and pay attention to signals. If you are even thinking about returning for a booster, make the call. Most relapses are precipitated by a specific event. If something significant happens or is going to happen in your life, call to schedule a booster as a safeguard. A booster can provide both emotional and physical protection from a potential relapse. If you are concerned about weight gain, you're not alone. Unfortunately, when you stop using nicotine, there is sometimes a tendency to substitute food that can cause weight gain. The potential for weight gain is compounded for smokers because cigarettes, when burned, contain more than 7,000 chemicals, including at least 69 carcinogens that your body works to protect you against. And when you quit smoking, your body finally gets to relax. This period of adjustment can affect the metabolic rate. We offer the option to add laser therapy for weight control, which is a full laser weight control treatment available at a reduced rate. Laser for weight control works to optimize the metabolic rate, suppress the appetite, and reduce or alleviate cravings for unhealthy foods. This add-on will require access to your lower legs and feet. Please let your technician know if you would like this add-on. In order to be successful long-term, the psychological part of addiction must be mastered. Meet Igor. We use Igor to describe the manipulative voice you likely heard on your way here, recounting all of the reasons why now is a horrible time to kick the habit. Igor has been bargaining with you about quitting probably for years, convincing you to put it off just one more time. By being here today, you are sending Igor a strong message, so he may kick and scream a bit. This agitation occurs because the reserve of nicotine in your body is declining, and that is a real threat to Igor. But Igor can never take back control without nicotine. That is his only fuel. Be cautious if you are only trying to quit today. It's a trap, and Igor is behind it. For some, just making the effort will satisfy the intelligent mind's need to make an attempt. Don't get sucked in. Trying just isn't good enough. You've made a decision to give up nicotine today. Own it. Laser cannot physically keep you from using nicotine. Only you can do that. The mind created many associations with nicotine, and no matter how effective laser is, research shows that the events associated with nicotine will have to be repeated 21 to 28 times before those menacing thoughts will fade. Laser therapy cannot give you amnesia or erase your memories, but the following important recommendations can help to tame them. There is a natural tendency to focus on the very thing that you are trying to forget. But a thought is just a thought. It is not a need, and you can kill it when it's small. You will leave here today with Alpha's trademark rubber band around your wrist. You are instructed to pull it back and give it a good snap at the first sign of a threatening thought. Your brain will link those thoughts to the irritating sting in your wrist and work to suppress them in order to avoid the associated pain. This is also referred to as a disassociation technique. This is classic conditioning, a method of rewiring the brain identified by a man named Pavlov using salivating dogs. Respect the psychology of this process. Do not underestimate the value of a simple rubber band. You may sense a void after quitting, and we recommend filling that void with bottled water. Carry it with you everywhere to satisfy the hand-to-mouth habit that you've had. Bottled water serves as both a physical and emotional substitute for your old habit. If you are concerned about weight gain, water creates fullness that before snack time or mealtime can significantly reduce the amount of calories you would otherwise consume. If you are not adequately hydrated, increasing water intake can also enhance metabolism and help to flush toxins to accelerate the withdrawal process. Stressful situations can catch you off guard. This is when Igor is likely to resurface. When you are stressed, your brain will be looking for the same surge of endorphins that nicotine produced. And these endorphins can be released naturally with a simple deep breathing exercise. Through your nose only, take in a deep, exaggerated breath. Hesitate, then purse your lips and exhale very slowly to achieve a powerful and immediate sense of relaxation. Sometimes a few of these deep breaths will be necessary to achieve the desired effect. The bottled water and rubber band are tools to distract your brain from harmful thoughts. A deep breath is your tool to actually satisfy your brain when it is seeking the physical relief formerly accomplished by smoking or chewing tobacco. Watch out for others who are still using, because misery loves company. Others may try to sabotage your success when they see how well you're doing because it will make them feel badly about themselves. And they don't even know they're doing it. Simply put, your success forces others to think about why they are not also quitting, which makes them uncomfortable. They may subconsciously wish for you to slip up, providing them ample reason to put it off themselves. How should you handle this? Never let them see you sweat. Do not create a dialogue about the challenges of quitting. Attack it from a position of total control. Because the more challenging something is to accomplish, the more acceptable it is to fail. It's another trap. It will bother others when they can't rattle you, and eventually they too will stop trying. And after their initial resentment, others will begin to feel hopeful about quitting because of you, especially if you've remained positive. Not only is a positive attitude critical to your own success, but it may also be a key component to the success of others. You must also remain on high alert in social situations, because Igor is always at the party to cause trouble. The goal? To convince you that you can have just one. To lure you into thinking you can now become a social smoker. We all know these people who only pick the habit up on occasion at a party or when socializing. And that's frustrating. But they have only ever had a social relationship with nicotine. They didn't smoke when they woke up, after a meal, with coffee, or when driving. You are not that person, and there is no way for you to become that person. It's another trap. Don't even try it. You are an addict. This is not about willpower. Your brain developed an entirely different relationship with nicotine, a chemical relationship. This is no different than alcoholism. There is no such thing as just one. You cannot change the chemical relationship that your brain has with nicotine. And why would you want to? You are a non-smoker now. Celebrate it. You will leave here today with instructions to listen to an audio program developed by our behavioral therapist. It is available on our website, or if preferred, we could provide a copy on CD. It is designed to appeal to your survival instinct using principles of neuro-linguistic programming to address thoughts, feelings, concerns, or anxieties that you may experience about quitting. And it will make suggestions to support your successful transition to a nicotine-free lifestyle. Schedule permitting, you may remain here after the laser treatment to listen to the program. Feel free to listen often, to relax your body or escape dangerous thoughts. The following instructions for supplementation, while optional, will enhance your results. They are recommended to quickly detoxify the body, repair cellular damage, and further support and accelerate the withdrawal process. Specific instructions for their use will be included with your take-home information. Vitamin C absorption is compromised in smokers. Vitamin C helps to flush toxins, repair cellular damage, and strengthen the immune system. It is one of the safest and most effective nutrients. Magnesium is well documented to reduce feelings of anxiety, irritability, and depression. These symptoms of withdrawal are not uncommon when breaking a dependency on any addictive substance. Supplementing with magnesium can help minimize these symptoms. Pecnogenol is a powerful antioxidant which helps to eliminate cancer-causing free radicals that destroy healthy cells. It is also shown to repair and protect damaged lung tissue. Finally, cream of tartar. This is not to be confused with tartar sauce. Cream of tartar is a white, powdery baking ingredient that can be found at your local grocery store. Cream of tartar swiftly pulls nicotine and other toxins out of the body. When this happens, your blood can carry more oxygen, as it should. When your blood becomes more oxygenated, you'll notice an increase in energy, improved breathing, an improved sense of taste and smell, better sleep, and a significantly reduced smoker's cough, if you suffer from one. We recommend mixing a teaspoon of cream of tartar with orange juice every night before bedtime for 1 week. Drinking it with orange juice isn't critical, but orange juice provides an additional source of vitamin C for healing, it masks the flavor, and cream of tartar dissolves well in it. We recommend taking it in the evening because the majority of repair in the body occurs during the overnight period. Taking supplements is a personal decision, so they are not included in your session today. However, please consider that supplementation can significantly enhance your experience with our program and with quitting. If you have any concerns about supplementation, please discuss it with your physician. For your convenience, the supplements are available for purchase at Alpha Lifestyle Center. Introducing Alpha Accelerator, specially developed for Alpha Lifestyle Center to accelerate healing from damaging tobacco use and to reduce uncomfortable nicotine withdrawal symptoms. Alpha Accelerator combines vitamin C, magnesium, and pine bark together in one convenient capsule, so adhering to our program recommendations just got a whole lot easier. Typically, when quitting cold turkey, the countless and unquestionable benefits of quitting are overshadowed initially by the uncomfortable physical and psychological withdrawal symptoms. Pharmaceuticals and nicotine replacements address physical withdrawal symptoms. Support groups and quit lines address psychological withdrawal symptoms. But nicotine addiction is so complicated, and there's no real way to predetermine the most appropriate approach for any given individual. So an effective approach must address the multiple challenges of quitting. That is why you made the right decision to be here today. Laser therapy can reduce the physical withdrawal symptoms. Behavior modification techniques reduce psychological withdrawal symptoms, including triggers, habits, and associations. Supplementation will accelerate and magnify the benefits of quitting to keep you motivated. When executed as recommended, these strategies combined offer a truly one-of-a-kind approach to nicotine addiction. Congratulations on your decision to kick the habit. We are here to help you live the Alpha lifestyle.